soft
The
pack.
Camels.
Yeah, you don't care though. You're at that point. If you're trying, oh, good, they have a machine.
Yeah.
Dunk dunk.
Yeah.
Do you ever smoke the Camels?
$23.95.
You ever smoke the Camel?
Camel
Those are
Wides.
Yeah.
the non-filters.
So gross.
Wow, today flew by.
What did?
What a day.
Yeah. All right.
Anything special for the weekend, Peter? For you?
No. Just kind of relaxing.
Laying low?
Yeah, laying low.
Not a baby.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. It's going to rain tonight, tomorrow morning, I believe. It's going to be warm tomorrow, so that's nice. All right, well, I want to thank you guys for popping in. Jeff, always a pleasure here.
Thanks for having me, Peter. Nice to see everyone.
And
You too. Thanks for breakfast.
Yep.
And Steve, thank you.
Yep. Thank you.
And Maddie, thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for thinking of us in April 21st.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Business
All of us will
Cafe.
be here. Yeah, and Maddie Juno, you will be there.
Of course.
Are you going to have something like a flyer or something that I can share?
I might.
Get a flyer so I
Go
can
to
share.
go to Diz's thing. They have their. You can share that also. They have the event on their page,
Okay.
and I put it on our page too.
Okay.
But I invite all of you Friday, April 21st, Diz's Cafe. I'll be guest restaurateur, and 10% of the proceeds off the menu that I come up with are gonna go to Hope. And so, Matt, you will be there. Jeff will be there. Hope to see Steve there.
I'll be there, absolutely.
And I hope to see everybody there. It's going to be great. So thank you very much. We'll talk more about it as it comes on. I want to thank Eric Lesniak for popping in today. And that's going to do it for us, right?
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it. All right. Well, listen, keep it right here. You got Matt Connaughton Unleashed coming up at 4 p.m. Followed by Granite State of Mind is off tonight. And then Retro Spectrum Radio at 8 p.m. all live tonight right here on WMNH. Have a great weekend.
As long as you have your health, be thankful for it and keep away from all these drugs and stuff that the kids are pushing today.
This hour on WMNH is sponsored by CGI Business Solutions, located at 5 Dartmouth Drive in Auburn. They serve all your business needs, including employee benefits planning, corporate design and business administration, investments and wealth management, and customized business insurance solutions. Their phone number is 866-841-4600 or on the web at cgibusinesssolutions.com.
Bring your kitchen to life with Queen City Cabinetry, located at 87 Elm Street in the historic Sunbeam Mall in Manchester. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and Saturdays, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. They can be reached at 603-222-2007 or on the web at queencitycabinetrynh.com. Come see the possibilities. Queen City Cabinetry, another proud sponsor of WMNH.
Clemento's Pizzeria, family friendly, awesome for a date night. Clemento's Pizzeria. For delivery, call 603-782-8450. Clemento's Pizzeria, the best pizza in town. 1875 South Willow Street in Manchester, New Hampshire. Best cocktails around. Come in as friends and leave as family.
Come on down to the Hop Knot at 1000 Elm Street, Manchester's premier craft beer and gourmet pretzel bar. Tell us more, Trudy.
We make our dough fresh every day. We make a variety of styles of pretzels and serve craft beer, cocktails, and a few bottles of wine. We do the traditional pretzel, and we have multiple flavors for that. We also do stuffed pretzels, pretzel sandwiches, free dessert pretzels, and pretzel knots.
The Hop Knot in the Brady Sullivan Plaza at 1000 Elm Street.
You are listening to WMNHLP, Manchester's radio, broadcasting at 95.3 megahertz frequency modulation from the top of 1000 Elm Street. Our studios are located at 1045 Elm Street and licensed to Manchester Public Television Service in Manchester, New Hampshire, USA.
A Manhattan grand jury has voted to indict former President Donald Trump, the first time a former American president has ever been charged with a crime. Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg and his team were investigating a payment made by Trump to adult film actress Stormy Daniels during Trump's 2016 presidential campaign, allegedly paid as hush money to keep her from saying she had a sexual encounter with Trump years earlier.
Was it hush money to stay silent?
Yes. The story was coming out again. I was concerned for my family and their safety. They made it sound like I had no choice.
Trump has denied all wrongdoing and says Bragg's investigation was politically motivated.
President, did you know about the $130,000 payment to Stormy Daniels?
For the country, we're entering uncharted water, obviously, because no former president has been indicted. You know, we have a legal principle in this country that no one is above the law and that we have equal justice for all. Trump has spent many years escaping consequences, at least legal consequences. Now that he's been indicted, the question becomes, does he A, get a fair trial, and B, can he be convicted? If he's convicted, does a former president get put in jail? What is the spectacle of this trial? What does that look like? I think the legal system is under a real stress test, but also, of course, democracy is under a great test.
Bragg's investigation appears to focus on a $130,000 payment to Daniels from Trump's then lawyer, Michael Cohen.
This is not revenge, right? What this is about accountability. I don't want to see anyone, including Donald Trump, indicted, prosecuted, convicted, incarcerated, simply because I fundamentally disagree with them. This is all about accountability. He needs to be held accountable for his dirty deeds.
Having been charged with a crime, experts say Trump will likely arrange through his lawyers to surrender, rather than being publicly arrested.
I do think it sends a signal about the country's democracy that prosecutors can attempt at least to hold a former president criminally liable if the circumstances merit it. This is a muddied area, and there is certainly no roadmap. I think it's an important series of moments for the country, and we'll just have to see how it shakes out.
He was a fool to cheat on every wife. Can't keep it in his pants to save his life. He thought he could grab each he wanted to have, and realized too late he grabbed the wrong. Hey, his stormy night with me came and went. Worst 90 seconds that I ever spent. His so small, I hardly felt it at all. There's nothing much to grab behind those prison walls. Hey, he's indicted and it feels so good. He's indicted 'cause he's such a hood. His mugshot will be broadcast on every TV. We all are so excited 'cause he's been indicted. Hey. So he had Michael Cohen in the back, but now he spilled his guts to He'll rile up his base while he goes down in disgrace. The rest of us will pop champagne and celebrate. Hey, hey, he's indicted and it feels so good. He's indicted 'cause he's such a hood. His purport will be on every Instagram feed. We all are so excited 'cause he's been indicted. Hey, hey, he's indicted and it feels so good. He's indicted 'cause he's such a hood. His charges will be the first in our history. We all are so excited 'cause he's been indicted. Hey, hey.
Tonight's the night we're gonna make it happen. Tonight we'll put his other crimes aside. He shagged that gal, he didn't wear protection. A 30-second pleasure in the night. I want to shove you, wheel you, right to Rikers Island. I want to squeeze your, seize your, all of your golf club. Let's hear you talk real slow. Let us all know. I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. I'm about to lose in court, I don't think I like it. You're so excited, and I think I like it. And I miss you, I miss you.
It's a great song, but I don't know it.
Hello, everybody. Welcome. Here we go. It's that time again. Matt Connerton Unleashed. And we are live from the studios of WMNH 95.3 FM in glorious downtown Manchester, New Hampshire. Also on Comcast 97 if you're in Manchester. And hello to all of our online listeners across the nation and around the globe. You can go to my website, mattconnerton.com, for all of your live streaming options, social media links, contact info, show archives, etc., etc. Today is Friday, March 31, 2023, and I am not alone. Jenny is here at the news desk.
Yes, I am.
Hello on a rare Friday.
A rare Friday.
Yes, well,
nice.
Well, we have a big show for you today. Coming up in the second hour, we have the band After Image.
Yes.
Who will be here with us live in studio. Really looking forward to meeting those guys. And played a song or two of theirs on the show, but they've got a couple of brand new singles
That's right.
that are coming out. So we'll feature those today, and we'll see what else. But yeah, and I think I know what we're gonna discuss for our
Do you
opening.
really have a hard time
Opening
coming up
segment, I
with
think.
something today?
I think history has been made.
What are you talking about?
Well, we'll get to it. We'll get to it, of course. But
I don't know what's going on.
But welcome everybody. Welcome to the show. 603-250-6007 is the studio line if you'd like to join us today on the program. 603-250-6007. You can also text me at 617-917-4476. I'm on social media at Matt Connerton. You can email me, matt@mattconnerton.com, or message me directly through the website. And of course, you can interact and opine in the Facebook live chat, and we'll say hello to everybody in there in just a moment. But the best thing to do so that we can hear and enjoy your dulcet tones is to give us a call at 603-250-6007. But yes, it is Friday here. Friday is my favorite day here at WMNH. It's my long day, but I love it. Of course, we've got this program until 6 p.m., and when we'll be going right up to 6 because I believe this week's Granite State of Mind with Rob Azevedo is pre-recorded. But then I'm back, of course, at 8 p.m. for Retro Spectrum Radio with Paulie C. I have the honor and privilege of being one of Paul's co-hosts on that show, along with DJ Steve and Mike from Queen City Cabinetry, who also happens to be one of our great sponsors here at WMNH. And here's what Paul has planned for tonight on his program. Tonight on Retro Spectrum Radio, we let the music do the talking or the singing. We'll be presenting the first of a two-part series that features chart-topping instrumentals from the 50s through the 80s. The first part will focus on the 50s and 60s. These catchy tunes have run through your brain since you were a little kid, and you had no idea they were actually top 40 hits at one point in time. Next week, we'll tackle the 70s and 80s instrumentals. The fun starts tonight at 8 p.m. And by the way, for Paul's show, what we recommend, we love to have people join us on the Retro Spectrum Radio page on Facebook and join us in the chat. But we recommend you chat with us there because we like to chat during the show. But stream the audio at WMNHradio.org. Or, of course, if you're local here in Manchester, you can access it at 95.3 FM on your FM dial. But if you are streaming it online, go to the WMNHradio.org website and click Listen Live because Paul mutes the audio on the Facebook feed just for copyright reasons so we don't get booted during the show. So go to the Facebook page to chat with us, but open another tab on your browser and stream the show at WMNHradio.org. So I always look forward to Fridays. Fridays are a lot of fun around here. But yes, coming up in the second hour, as I mentioned, we have After Image joining us live in studio. Something else that's happening tonight, too, that I cannot participate in because, of course, I'll be on Paul's show. But this Friday night, and for those of you watching online, you can see the shirt that I'm wearing. It's my Pizza Party shirt. It's got three options: Republican Party, Democratic Party, and Pizza Party. And Pizza Party is the one that's checked off. This shirt was given to me by Charles Richardson, and tonight is the final episode of the Charles Richardson show. So he's got his big finale tonight. I'll have to go back and look at it later because, of course, I'll be on live with Paul at the same time. But Charles gave me this shirt. It was just about 1 year ago when he came up and we celebrated the 5-year anniversary of Matt Connerton Unleashed. And now we are about to have the 6-year anniversary coming up in, a week? 2 weeks? It's coming right up.
Yes. 11th, right? April 11th?
It's the 11th. Yeah. Well, there's it depends on how you look at it. So there's like two anniversaries. I think like April 6th is the anniversary of when I did the first test show. But then the 11th is the anniversary of when I did the official first episode, full 2-hour episode of the show here.
We've been going by the 11th.
Last year we actually went by the because I had it mixed up in my last year we actually went by the test show.
Oh,
but
not this year because it's been in my calendar since last year.
As the 11th?
For the 11th.
Yes. So the 11th will be 6 years here at WMNH of doing this program. But anyway, so I wanted to mention that for those of you watching online. Charles sent me this shirt just about a year ago, or brought it to us actually. So, but he is riding off into the sunset with his program. So I wanted to mention that. But our friend Shannon is on the line. Hi, Shannon.
Hello. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good, Jenny. Hello.
How you doing?
I'm doing better.
Good.
Yeah. But I wanted to call. You guys must get a lot of T-shirts. You're set for life on T-shirts, aren't you?
No, not really.
No.
Occasionally I get one, but
yeah, we get shirts. People give us shirts
sometimes.
Well, yeah, because
they give Matt shirts.
Free advertisement, plus they appreciate you.
Of course.
Yeah. I just wanted to call before Easy does. If he calls and if he's listening, can he just say what floor he's on? I have a letter for him, but I don't know what floor he's on.
Right. You want to make sure it gets to the correct floor. Otherwise, Bruce will try to sabotage everything.
But isn't he on the same
Bruce
floor?
will try to sabotage, or it'll
True.
get dumped somewhere because
Mhm.
I mean I put attention
Oh,
to
my.
Eric Gagnon, but
Yeah.
I think it would find him.
yeah,
I don't know.
I doubt there's another Eric Gannon. Gannon.
You don't what?
Gagnon?
Gagnon. Sorry.
Yeah, well, there could be. There could be a whole floor of them for all we know. That could be where they send the Eric Gagnons, is to that particular facility.
he said he said it months ago that he was on the 3rd or 4th floor,
Okay.
but I just don't remember.
Right. Well, if he does call, we will ask him.
I appreciate it,
Of course.
and you guys have a nice night and a nice weekend.
All right,
It'll rain
Shannon.
tonight, but otherwise I guess it's going to be nice.
Yes. Well, very good. All right, Shannon,
All right.
you as well.
Thank you.
All right, you got it. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Take care.
All right, that was our friend Shannon, and that does open up the studio line for you, 603-250-6007, 603-250-6007. And we'll say hello to everybody in the Facebook live chat. Let's see, Jenny, I see you're in there.
I'm
Say,
everywhere.
Shalom, peeps. JFed was asking, is this DJ Reckless? No, the songs that we opened with, one of them is I'm So Indicted by Rocky Mountain Mike. And the other is Indicted by the Parody Project, if you're looking for those on the YouTube. Been a while since we've played some political song parodies on the program,
It has.
but
Lo and behold, look who they're about when they start making some more.
I stumbled upon those, and I said, hey.
Stumble day.
Miriam Banish joins us in the chat and says, I'm listening, but might lose ya since I'm heading to Boston. Well, you can always stream us at WMNHradio.org. There's always that. Let's see. Paulie C joins us in the Facebook live chat and says, hello, all ginormous fan. That's even bigger than big.
That's very big.
Wow.
It's the big S.
It's like his fandom's been getting bigger.
Isn't
Well,
ginormous like the big S?
we're big fans of yours, Paulie C.
Very much so, and I have plans for my evening listening to retro.
Yes. And we have a call. Hi, welcome to Matt Connerton Unleashed. Who's this?
Hi, Matt. Hi, Matt. It's Paulie C.
Oh, wow.
I thought you were doing an impression there for a second. Oh.
I thought you were somebody else for a second.
Yeah. Either that or you had a hairball. I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure what was going on there.
Could be a hairball.
I almost sneezed. That's what it was. I caught myself.
Oh, is that what it was? I thought maybe you were about to ask me for what floor EZG was on. Anyway, what's up, Paul?
I wanted to just elaborate a little bit on tonight. I got to tell you, man, tonight we're playing really old music, but dude, it is so cool, man. The music we're playing tonight is all instrumental stuff, like you just pointed out. And back in the 50s and the 60s, I got to tell you, and it didn't even occur to me, instrumentals were like enormous back then on the radio. They were huge.
Yeah.
They were huge. I would say it made up 40 to 50% of the songs that were on the radio. Maybe a little less, 35 to 40%.
Wow.
But compared to like today, that's huge. And
oh yeah.
And it's these jingles. I mean, when you think, oh God, he's going to play these songs that nobody's ever heard tonight, that is wrong. And that's what I thought I was going to be dealing with all week when I was building the show, when I decided on the topic.
Yeah.
But I have a contact online for all this old stuff. He's called the 45 Professor, and he also is known as the 78 Professor. And he's got all this archived music, and he has a whole section. Dare I say he's almost as large as the WMNH archive.
Wow, we have a huge archive. Jenny, have you seen the archive here in the basement?
It's ginormous.
It's huge.
Huge.
Ginormous.
Yes.
Absolutely. And but this guy has just so much stuff that is just beyond comprehensible. And and like you read, it's stuff that it's these jingles. I mean, at least for me, these jingles that ran through my head all my life through childhood where I had no idea where I picked up from. And it turns out it's a lot of these songs that were top 40 hits growing up in the 50s and the 60s.
Huh.
And there were huge hits. And tonight we're going to be playing 41 songs.
Wow. So,
wow, is that a record?
A lot of these must be, so are a lot of these only like, what, 2.5 minutes?
2 minutes, 2.5 minutes long. That's the whole. I mean, normally on our 3-hour show, we usually play about 25 songs, but you know, these songs are so short. Back in the 50s and the 60s, we got big names too. You know, Henry Mancini.
I was gonna ask you if I was gonna ask you if any of these were TV themes, but that would probably be more next week, I would guess.
There's going to be a few TV themes tonight. So, I mean, Dragnet has got to be one of the coolest, hippest songs on the planet, and I had no idea. You hear the Dragnet thing, you think it's just this creepy, you know, cold dun-dun-dun thing.
Yeah.
But it is one of the hippest, coolest jazz ensemble type of things you've ever heard, and we are going to be playing that tonight. It's from 1951. And it's like one of the greatest jazz tracks ever, man. You're going to love it.
JFed in the chat room says, did you say you have a contest?
Yeah, well, we are going to do another installment of Name That Riff tonight. So, yeah, we have a contest.
Excellent, excellent. I enjoyed that tremendously last week.
What's the most songs you've played in a show?
I think this is going to be it tonight,
That's what
Jenny.
I was wondering.
This is going to be the record, 41 songs. But before tonight, I don't know. I think maybe the record's like 35.
I had a feeling it was going to be a new one.
Yeah, yeah. Well, cool.
Yeah, it's just taken forever to build it. So it's going to be a great show tonight. And another thing, too, in this day and age of technology, these old 50s tracks have all been remastered into stereo. I mean, all these tracks from the 50s were originally recorded in mono, naturally. But they've all been remastered from the master tapes into stereo. So you're going to hear these songs tonight for the first time in stereo, and I got to tell you, they are phenomenal in stereo. They sound the way they should have sounded 60 and 70 years ago. So wheel Grandma on over to the radio tonight. She's going to love this.
I'm not a grandma, but I'm looking forward to it.
Yes, yes.
Oh yeah, it's great. Even you don't even need grandma. I mean, even us
Nice
kids,
cover.
Jenny. It's just so great. It revitalized the music.
No, I'm not
I mean,
even.
you're
I'm not
gonna
even
love
kidding.
Tequila in stereo
No.
tonight. It's just so awesome. man.
Ew.
Oh wow.
I don't like tequila. No.
No, he didn't say to kill you. He said tequila.
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 Yeah.
Tequila.
Not the beverage, the
Tequila.
song.
Oh,
the song. Yeah.
I was doing with the beverage. I don't like that.
Oh, right. Right.
No. I
No.
said tequila in stereo, not tequila on the rocks.
I'm serious. I'm really looking forward to it. I have some writing I need to get done tonight, and instrumental music is so perfect to write to.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right. That is absolutely
I usually
correct.
do my
To
writing in the
anything
morning,
to-
but I literally saved it intentionally so I could have it to do it tonight.
Excellent.
Yeah.
All right. Well, the fun starts at 8 o'clock, and then next week, of course, the 70s and 80s. I'm already looking forward to building that. But tonight is going to be great. So we'll see you guys at 8 o'clock.
All right, Paul. See you then. Looking forward to it.
All right. Take care, guys.
All right. Bye-bye. All right. That was Paulie C from Retro Spectrum Radio with Paulie C tonight from 8 to 11 p.m. And I will be here along with DJ Steve, and we look forward to that. And by the way, Easy G, I hope, Shannon, you're still listening. Easy G has just messaged me his address. It is 55 Harris Road.
Wait, whoa. Why are you saying it on the air?
To give it to Shannon.
On air?
How else am I going to give it to Shannon?
Oh, yeah. Well, she has the address. She just needed the floor.
Oh. Well, it actually doesn't even say. Here's what it says. It says Eric Agnon, 50. It's not like it's an apartment that he's living in.
This
It's a rehab facility. It's fine.
This is true.
So it's Eric Agnon, 55 Harris Road in It's Nashua Rehab. I'm sorry. Nashua Rehab and Nursing Home 03062. So actually, if anyone wants to send EZG a card or some flowers or
That
some
would be
chocolate
really cool, actually.
or anything at all, you can send that to EZG. Eric Gagnon at 55 Harris Road, Nashua Rehab and Nursing Home 03062. So there you go, Shannon. Apparently you do not need a floor number. You just put his name on it and it will get to him. So,
cool.
Excellent. 603-250-6007 is the studio line. 603-250-6007 if you would like to join us on the program. By the way, I also see Texas Mike is in the chat room. Hello, Texas Mike. And I thought, did I see somebody else pop in there too?
I don't know.
Oh, Texas Mike is who I was thinking of.
Jason's here. J-Fed's here.
Yes, I mentioned that. Oh, Shannon is calling us back. Hello. Shannon?
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
What's up?
I wrote down the address that Peter gave out. So it's not Premier Nursing Home and Rehab Center. It's Nashua?
Yeah, apparently.
Okay. I'll just write it all on there.
Very good.
I already have the envelope all written out for Premier.
Well, maybe that is what it's called, and Eric just left that out. I'm sure if you have 55 Harris Ave on there, we'll get there, or Road, or whatever it was.
Road. I remember the address.
It does say Premier Rehab and Healthcare, 55 Harris Road in Nashua. I just looked it up.
Oh, okay.
So you are right. It is Premier.
There you go.
Okay. All right, and gave the right zip code this time, so that's good.
Yeah.
Last time, Shaky called in and said if you use that zip code, it'll go to Vermont. I think. It was Vermont.
Oh, Shaky.
Nashua zip code is 03062.
There you go.
Yeah, he reversed the numbers instead of 030.
I thought I'd just throw it out there.
What?
I just thought I'd throw it out there.
Yeah.
All right, very good.
All right.
All right,
Have a good show.
Thanks, Shannon. Bye-bye. All right, 603-250-6007 is the number, 603-250-6007. Paulie C. put in the Facebook live chat, Matt, I forgot to mention, we'll also be having our first installment of Shower Time with DJ Steve tonight at 8:05 p.m. Oh, very, very nice.
Showering?
I will, I don't know what that's about. I assume, hey, whatever.
What are we showering with?
Yeah, I don't know. But
is there candy involved?
I have no idea. Tonight will be the first installment, so I don't know.
I love chocolate.
I don't know what's in store.
You can shower me in chocolate.
But very nice, very nice. Let's see. And our friend Ron is on the line. Hi, Ron.
Holy cow, shower time. This is getting exciting.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Listen, 7:30-ish, somewhere, I guess, maybe if you need it earlier, then you decide. Go over to Elm House. I'll set you guys up with a pizza.
That's okay, Ron. We're gonna I'm not gonna get into it on the air, but I think we have to ixnay on the pizza A.
Okay, the offer was there. It stood, so I just want you to know.
I appreciate it, Ron. I appreciate it tremendously, but there may be a problem with doing that going forward. So, but I do appreciate it tremendously.
Sure. All right, I'm excited. I mean, not like excited, but I look forward to the show. And, real quick before I hang up, last Friday, I fell asleep at the last part of the show and I missed it. I said, all right, I'll pick it up on Tuesday. Tuesday, I was listening to it and I fell asleep on the last part of the show. What was the theme of the music or that he put together on last week's show?
Oh,
what did it all have to do together?
Oh, yeah. Now I forget. J-Fed might remember.
Was it songs you didn't know were covers? Was that last week?
No, that wasn't last week. I thought it was something else. All
right, I'm all ears. If anybody else calls and emails you or whatever, I'm all ears.
Last week
I hope you guys have a blast tonight. And Jenny, nice to see you and hear from you, babe.
Yeah, take care. Stay safe.
All right, thanks.
Oh, and Ron wants you to something about your belly button.
Yeah,
no,
that's all right.
That's okay.
All right, thanks, Ron.
Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye.
I like Scott. Scott remembers. Good afternoon, my fellow Connortonites. I like Connortonites.
Yes.
Connortonites unite.
Last week was songs that had animals in the band titles. That's right. Animals and insects. Yes. On Retro Spectrum Radio.
Animals
that was
are
a lot
cool.
of fun.
Insects, bleh.
603-250-6007 is the number if you'd like to join us. 603-250-6007.
It wasn't insects. It was only animals.
No, they're like...
Paul says the songs had animals in the band titles.
Yeah, there were insects as well. Alien Ant Farm. Ants are not animals.
No, they're not. They're insects.
Right.
Polly, that's not an animal.
That's right. All right. Let's see. So we if you're just joining us, of course, we've got a band coming in, by the way, in the second hour, After Image. We look forward to them joining us today. Also, I should mention we do not have Eric Pilcher's classic film review today, even though that is usually a Friday segment, but Eric has to hold that until Monday again. So that will be on Monday, will be the review of Dumb and Dumber. So even though Melanie probably timed it, because Melanie messaged me and said she was very sorry she was going to have to miss, because she had a meeting at 4 p.m. She was going to have to miss the first hour of my show today. But she was probably secretly relieved because she thought she was going to miss the Dumb and Dumber review. But no, it's going to be happening Monday instead. Paulie C says, insects are animals. Google it. I will not, sir.
Oh?
I do not. I do not Google anything about insects. That's gross.
After you said what to me?
I'm afraid of spiders. I don't want anything to do with that.
Oh. Yes, they are animals.
Insects are considered animals?
No, ants are animals. Ants are considered animals.
They
the
are?
only other choices for musculoskeletal, I can't say the word.
An ant is considered an animal?
Yes. Yes. Looky here. Ants are one of the most abundant animals on Earth. According to the San Diego Zoo Wildlife Alliance, the ants are vast and varied contributions to our ecosystems are important. I think it's because they have an extra... ants have a harder outer body called an exoskeleton and 3 body parts, head, thorax, and abdomen. They are animals.
Well,
you owe me an apology.
Well, I don't like that, because
well, you don't like
that means if I step on ants, I'm killing animals. That doesn't feel good.
Well,
I love animals. I'm supposed to love ants now?
Where am I getting this apology?
My entire world has just been turned upside down.
That's how you're going to be.
My entire world has just been turned upside down by this information.
That ants are actually animals.
JFed says ants are full of protein, too. That's
now that I've heard.
Yeah. Wow. This is shocking to me. I genuinely did not know that.
They are an animal.
Well, I'm still going
But they are also an insect.
I'm still going to step on them if I see them. I don't care. And I don't care if someone from PETA wants to come and throw fake blood on me for it. I'm going to continue to kill ants when I see them. I don't care that they're animals.
The Bible says, "Go to the ant, you sluggard. Consider its ways and be wise. Yet it stores its provisions in summer and gathers its food at harvest. How long will you lie there, you sluggard? When will you get up from your sleep?" Ooh.
Was that a poem or something?
No, dude. It says, "What's the Bible say about ants? Go to the ants, you sluggard." That's like from.
Oh.
It's in the Bible. It's in the the NIV version apparently that I'm looking at here. So
Nativity in Black by Black Sabbath.
Naivete.
That's a great song.
Never mind.
Now, I will say, when I was a kid, see now I feel badly about this. Well, when I was a kid, and listen, let me offer the disclaimer here that I will often say on the show about stories that begin with the phrase "when I was a kid." Don't do this. Don't do what I'm about to tell you. But when I was a kid, sometimes in the summer, my friends and I would take a cigarette lighter and light ants on fire.
That's awful.
We would do it.
That's terrible.
We didn't know they were animals.
Doesn't matter. It's still a life.
We thought they were just
Why
insects.
would you just burn something like that?
We would.
Behemoth. I don't know what to call you.
I'm a behemoth.
Yes, you're an animal. Well, you are an animal.
I don't think I'm a behemoth.
Do you know that ants self-sacrifice? Look at you burning them up, and they will actually explode to release a toxin from their abdomen to kill an intruder to save their queen.
Well, that doesn't work when you're holding a lighter.
Well, I see this.
Yeah, we used to.
You ant killer.
Yeah, we used to do that.
Killer of ants.
We'd light them on fire.
Maddie, the killer of ants.
It's true.
Terrible. And yes, there is a mention of the ants in Proverbs 30:25.
I didn't know the Bible had so many ants.
Yes, there are ants are wise because they spend their summer gathering food for winter, even though they are small.
Maybe my dad's right and I should go back to church. I feel like I'm missing out on all this information.
Why should we not squish ants Doing so will only release pheromones and trigger more ants to come to the location and cause more trouble for you and your family.
Really?
I did not know this. Yes. That same...
Is that also in the Bible?
No, that's from accuratepest.net.
JFed says, when I was a kid, I would try to fry them with a magnifying glass. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
What is wrong with you boys?
I'm pretty sure I did that too, but then one of my friends was like, try this lighter.
You're terrible.
And Paulie...
And why were you playing with lighters? How dare you?
My mom used to...
What?
In the very neighborhood that we live in now, my mother would send me to the store because it was a different time. You could do this then. I was a little kid, little guy. My mother would send me to the corner store to buy her Benson and Hedges cigarettes.
You know what? The morning show was talking about this morning.
Yeah.
My grandmother used to send me down to the corner store. She'd hand me like a $5 bill. I'd come out with her cigarettes, milk, and a penny candy.
Yeah. So there were always lighters around because my mother was a smoker.
But you're not supposed to play with them. Just because it's there didn't mean you were supposed to. And you're a killer.
Well, if I'm the one who has to go to the store to get the cigarettes for her, I should be able to play with the lighter.
Paulie says Antarctica is the only continent without ants.
How ironic.
Why is that ironic?
Antarctica.
Oh, really? Wah, come on. That's terrible.
What?
That's terrible.
You
Antarctica. Yes, that was rather quick of you, though. It was a very quick.
This is kind of an obvious observation. Antarctica.
I wasn't looking at the word that closely.
Apparently.
Well, don't pick on me.
603-250-6007, 603-250-6007. Oh, JFed says it's snowing where they are in Vermont. Before
you can keep it.
Yes. Before we begin to run out of time, we do want to mention. I have something to say on the subject too that might surprise people a bit.
Okay.
So, of course, and you already know what it is. I don't mean you, Jenny, specifically. Of course, you know, but I think the listeners already know, too.
What could you possibly want to say anything about?
Well, the big news, of course, Trump has been indicted.
You don't say.
Yes.
Wow.
Actually, Melanie messaged me. I can't remember if I told you. No, I think I did. Yeah, I told you. Melanie messaged me last night and said, how mad are you that the news broke right after you got off the air? And I replied to her and I said, well, actually kind of relieved in a way because it would have been awkward had the news broken while I was still on the air because we had musical guests here. I still would have acknowledged it if I'd seen it, but I would have just acknowledged it and then gone back to the interview.
It literally posted the moment you went off air. I got the alert literally at the same time.
Well, it must have been as I was going off the air because I didn't even realize it in the moment. I saw afterward Tom Blanchard in the Facebook live chat said something about it, but it must have been.
Oh, I missed that too.
Yeah, but it was like right at the end. His comment must have been the last comment. So Trump has been indicted, and Ron is on the line. Hey, Ron.
Yeah, I guess I'll have to go to CNN after the show and see what I can find out. Because not cars, but I mean, I can only imagine how long this is going to be in the court system. And my God,
you're just finding
costing
out.
somebody a lot of money. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, there's more. Stay tuned.
Yep.
Hey, why didn't the bicycle stand up on its own?
Why?
It was too tired.
Oh, wah, wah.
All right, Ron, thank you. All right, thanks for the call.
Yeah.
All right, bye-bye. All right, so...
let's get some meat.
So here's something that I want to say. And I know we opened with a couple of song parodies, and I did happen to stumble upon them, and I thought they were funny and whatnot. But the part that might surprise people a little bit is because I'm sure if you're a longtime listener or a regular listener, even if you're only a recent listener, but you've heard the show a bit, you already know how I feel about Trump. And you might think that because, some people are, there's people on the left who are celebrating. There's people on the right who are saying, oh, this is it's all a witch hunt and whatnot. I just have to tell you, honestly, I'm not someone who's celebrating any of this. We had some fun with it at the top of the show with those song parodies, of course.
Yeah, no,
but
I'm right there with you on that. It's definitely not a reason to celebrate.
yeah, I mean, here's the thing. So I believe no one is above the law. So it's not, when I say I'm not celebrating, I'm not saying that I don't think he should be indicted or anything like that. I'm happy to let the legal system do what it does, but I do think, I mean, Trump is entitled, like anyone else, to the presumption of innocence until proven guilty, and all of that. So I'm not sorry to see this happening. I'm not someone who would oppose him being indicted. If obviously the DA thinks that Alvin Bragg thinks that there's a case there to be made, they wouldn't pursue an indictment if he didn't. But to me, it's not really, it's not something to celebrate or to crow about. And by the way, as I say this, just so everyone's clear, I'm not saying that you shouldn't if you feel that way. If you are on social media, for example, celebrating it and crowing about it, have at it. I'm not trying to admonish anyone, but I'm just telling you my feelings about it. To me, while I'm certainly not opposed to the indictment, because again, no one should be above the law. This is actually a very somber moment for our country. And so I don't take any joy in it. I mean, as a political junkie, it's an amazing time to be alive, because this is such a historic thing. For the first time in our country's history, a former president, we've never even indicted, we've never indicted any current or former president. So to see a former president being indicted like this is historic, obviously. But it's also, it's not good. It's not good for the country to have to go through this. Again, that doesn't mean that we shouldn't go through this, because I believe the rule of law should apply to everybody. And I don't believe that, I mean, listen, in the United States, we do have a little bit of a history of trying to, and when I say we, I don't mean we the people, I mean more the system under which we live has a history of trying to avoid holding wealthy and powerful people accountable. Power tends to protect power, and wealth tends to protect wealth, and so forth. But this isn't gonna be fun. And I do see, when the news broke yesterday, I kind of felt, I was like, wow, I wasn't expecting it, because the news had been, well, of course, Trump just said he thought he was going to be arrested on that particular day to raise some money. That's the grift, and it works. He raised $1.5 million pretty quickly, and he's going to raise a ton more over this. But it was a surprise, because I thought the grand jury was going on a month-long break, and it was like, oh, what's going on here? And then the indictment was a surprise. But honestly, I felt nauseous. I felt like this is not, it has to be done. I'm not saying, don't do it. And listen, if you're someone who believes, if you're a MAGA person and you believe that everything anyone ever accuses this man of is just a witch hunt, and he's just the just this great guy who's never done anything wrong, or whatever it is you believe, whatever your cope is, whatever he's told you that you decide to believe. If you really believe in his innocence, well, then take solace in this. Here's an opportunity for him to prove his innocence in court. And by the way, sometimes people are prosecuted for things involving campaign finance, like John Edwards or Bob Menendez, a couple of examples, and they in both of their cases they were acquitted. So maybe Trump will be acquitted. I don't know. Trump's got much bigger legal problems than this coming down the pike fast. Between the secret documents and Georgia, he's got bigger problems than this. But it's not anything to celebrate. For me, I'm not happy to see this happening. It's like I said, I felt nauseous yesterday.
I'm not happy at all about this, because it's just awful. I mean, it's the same feeling I had in the pit of my stomach when I was overseas and saw negative media about Trump then.
Yeah.
But I'm on the fence when it comes to this thing. On as far it's real for me, it's going to be when it gets unsealed, what they're actually charging him with is going to make a difference on how I feel about this.
Yeah, because we don't actually know yet.
Exactly. If it's just Stormy Daniels, and I say if it's just Stormy Daniels, and this has gone on for, 7 years, 5 years, somewhere along those lines. Cohen, the big star witness, did 3 years in federal prison for lying. There's a lot there that I'm like, why are we doing this now if this is simply what happened with Stormy Daniels that the whole world has already known about? I think they kind of missed their window to prosecute.
But that's not it.
If that's only, this is my opinion now.
Thing.
This is my opinion now. On the other hand, if there's more to it, if there's more criminal activity that comes out when they unseal it, I may feel differently. I would bring attention to the fact that back in 2018, Avenatti, the lawyer for Stormy Daniels, stated that there were 3 other women that had been paid off. Are there other people? And I will admit one thing.
Well, that guy has no credibility, though. He's in prison right now.
Oh, is he really?
Michael Avenatti. Oh, he's in prison. Yeah.
See, I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, he turned out to be a pretty sleazy guy.
Out of the 4 cases pending on Trump, this is the weakest one, the one that has not as much meat, I would say, to it.
Right.
The fact that this is dating back to possibly 2016. I'm looking at the notes here.
Yeah.
I feel in that case they kind of missed the window if that's what they were going to go on. I had mistakenly thought, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I had mistakenly thought that campaign funds were used to pay off. And now I'm not so sure about that anymore because I've seen some reports that indicate it wasn't campaign money.
Well, it's not. The
question is, I know what I think I know what you're going to say.
Yeah, the issue, and this is where it's potentially criminal. I say potentially because again, Trump is presumed innocent until proven guilty. But although it does, as you referenced, Michael Cohen did go to prison for this whole thing.
Right, for 3 years for lying.
That is worth reminding people.
So when your star witness is lying,
but here's
or was lying. I mean, geez.
Well, but here's what I'm getting to. So the issue isn't even the paying off of Stormy Daniels. The issue, and again, we won't know for sure what the 34 counts are.
Where the money came from.
No, well, it's not even that. No, it's the issue itself is the falsification of business records. To
cover up the money.
The intentional falsification of business records, which is has been prosecuted many, many times in New York. Right-wing media.
But it's a felony, but it's of the lowest level felony. I think it's like a class E.
I don't know.
It's like the lowest level felony that carries no jail time or maybe 8 years. What I was listening to reports earlier, if just that one charge.
Okay, but the thing so right-wing media keeps repeating this thing about, this is all over a campaign finance violation. And that never gets prosecuted. Well, number one, that's not true. Campaign finance, and I give a couple of examples. But number two, no, this is not about a campaign, from what we know, from what has leaked out. This isn't about a campaign finance violation. It is about the intentional falsification of business records and with the intent to deceive. And that is prosecutable. And that, see, this is what, because again, on Fox News and everywhere else, they're saying, well, this type of thing never gets prosecuted. Not true. And I even had, I don't think I ever actually got to it, and we're not going to get to it today either, but I've got an article from justsecurity.com that lists just in the past few years all the people in New York who have been prosecuted for falsifying business records with an intent to deceive. They prosecute on a regular basis for that. That's serious stuff.
But it depends on, but what level felony is it? Is it a big deal felony? Is it a low level felony that's hardly ever given jail time?
I don't know. People have gone to prison for it. I know that. I don't know what level felony it is. But I'm just making the point that when they tell you, well, it's just about a campaign finance violation, so what's the big deal? Or it's just about paying off a porn star so she'd shut up, what's the big deal? No. There's something else here that is a legitimate big deal. And if you say about this, about the falsification of business records with an intent to deceive the authorities, if you say that that's not a big deal, then you're saying that...
I'm not saying it's not a big deal.
No, I don't mean you. I mean all the people who are saying, well, none of this is a big deal. Well, if you're saying that's not a big deal, then you're just fine with Well, I guess that you're fine with the rich and powerful just continuing to falsify records at whim, and they're all just above the law by virtue of being wealthy and powerful. That was my point, because there's a lot of, of course, from Trump's defenders, there's all this misinformation. It's like, wait a minute, that's not what's going on here. And I just want to clarify that for everybody. The same phenomenon happened with Bill Clinton. What was Bill Clinton impeached for?
Lying to Congress. Lying to the public, too.
No.
He stood there and said, I did not have...
That's not why.
I thought it was for lying.
Everyone gets this wrong. Although most people get
it was for lying.
No,
it wasn't for having an affair.
Not for lying. Well, you're half right. Okay.
It was for lying.
So most people get it wrong. They think it's because of what he did with an intern, right? That's what he was. That's what most people say. You're part way there, but it wasn't about lying to the public. You can lie to the public.
No, he lied to Congress.
Well, no, it wasn't that. He lied to a grand jury.
Oh.
He committed perjury, and committing perjury is a big deal.
Well, Trump's been smart enough not to do that thus far.
That's what.
Sort of.
You think so?
Well, he keeps saying
he does,
what it counts.
He does. He pleads the fifth a lot.
Whatever he says in public is one thing, but when he's literally under oath, that's another. And all he did was sit there and go, I take the fifth. I take the fifth.
No, but I'm just making the point, though, that with Clinton, so people will say, I've even heard a lot of Republicans say over, and of course, over the years, even more so, because it's as things fade into history, people forget. People will always say, well, all that over just having an affair with an intern. It's like, no, that's not it. That's why I've always been conflicted on that. And I've talked about that on the show.
He lied. I knew it was because he lied.
Well, because he committed perjury.
Which is lying.
Right.
I'm just saying it in a different word.
Well, but perjury, to just say, though, he lied, though, doesn't really establish the gravity of, like, lying.
I understand what you're saying.
Lying to a grand jury is a big deal. But that's why I've always been conflicted about that, because, and I've talked about that. I talked about that on the show one day, because on the one hand, there's a part of me that says, was it worth going through all of that, given what he lied about? But then there's the other part of me that says, but even in a practical, pragmatic sense, maybe it wasn't worth it all. But do I or do I not believe in the rule of law? Do I or do I not believe that no one should be above the law? And and therefore, thinking of it that way, that makes me go, well, yeah, I mean, he should have been held accountable.
I was going more simplistically. What he did in the Oval Office was absolutely wrong in so many levels, and then he lied about it.
Right.
So that's where I was. But I'm going to withhold all of my judgment on this until everything gets unsealed.
Yes.
And see what they have. If the biggest thing that they have is Cohen, I have a problem, because Cohen already did 3 years in the Fed for what he did, and he's been all over the news saying, if I got charged, why isn't Trump? He's literally, like, it's obvious the man is definitely out to, he's one-sided here. He's out to get the dude. He wants Trump to go to jail like he did. So what he says has to be taken to a certain grain of salt, because he's a convicted felon.
Sure.
Who's already done these things. But if they have more evidence, if they have more to it that's more meaty, that makes sense. The thing I wish this wasn't the first case that came out. There's 3 other cases that are far more important. 2 at the federal level, and Georgia's case is rather huge.
Yeah.
It's like, did they do this just because they're trying to encourage others, or did they, are they really trying to go somewhere with this?
Well,
is it worth it to put the country through this?
Well, you can't hold this back. I mean, if you're Alan Bragg, you can't say, well, we're going to hold this back because of these other cases. I mean, that's not how it's supposed to work anyway.
He's had it since when? Hold it back. Nothing. They've sat on it, dragged their feet. It's taken them forever to get to this point. This point should have happened before now, in my opinion. It's been 7 years.
I don't know how you can say that without knowing what the new evidence. I mean, the grand jury has reconvened and looked at new evidence. So I don't know.
I said, my overall opinion.
You're making assumptions about.
I did not. I completely prefaced my comments with saying I am holding out my judgment until Tuesday, but these are the areas that I am on the fence about.
Right.
I am on the fence about how long it's taken to get here. Cohen not being the greatest, witness.
Right.
The greatest evidentiary provider. Is there really other people besides Stormy? Is there, what are they going to come out with? We got to wait till Tuesday to find this out. I'm not going to make a judgment until Tuesday, but there's a lot to be questioned in this case. Of the 4 cases This is the weakest one.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And it better come up with a higher felony, to be honest with you. I want to, if you're going to charge the president, I know nobody should be above the law. But this particular case, I need to know that this isn't just, I don't know, payback of some sort. I got to see what happens Tuesday. I got to see what they come out with.
Yeah. Well, that's...
But I hate that this is sucking energy out of the room for more important issues. This is the minor thing of all things against Trump. You know, if we're going to have a conversation about him and criminal actions, let's talk about Georgia. You know, there's where you got some serious criminal actions in another audio that we heard. You know, this is the one thing that was kind of, well, you know, I don't know, is it payback for Clinton? That's what people are going to say. Come on now.
I haven't heard anyone say that.
Oh, I have.
All I've heard is them saying is, oh, it's a witch hunt, and Donald Trump's never done anything wrong. How dare you?
No, he's done. I never said that. Like I said, ultimate judgment happens on Tuesday. This is the weakest of the 4 cases. I'm much more interested in the others, especially Georgia.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Ultimately, I agree with you there. All right. We are approaching the top of the hour. The band is here. I see them in the hallway. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a break. We're going to show some love to our amazing sponsors. And then I'm going to play this new single, Full Tilt, from After Image. And then when we come back in the second hour, After Image will be here with us in studio. So there is plenty more to come today on Matt Connarton Unleashed. Don't go away. Whoops. Sorry.
JFED is going back in the ice bin.
Okay, now don't go away. Here we go. Come on down to the Hop Knot at 1000 Elm Street, Manchester's premier craft beer and gourmet pretzel bar. Tell us more, Trudy.
We make our dough fresh every day. We make a variety of styles of pretzels and serve craft beer, cocktails, and a few bottles of wine. We do the traditional pretzel, and we have multiple flavors for that. We also do stuffed pretzels, pretzel sandwiches, free dessert pretzels, and pretzel knots.
The Hop Knot in the Brady Sullivan Plaza at 1000 Elm Street.
Bring your kitchen to life with Queen City Cabinetry, located at 87 Elm Street in the historic Sunbeam Mall in Manchester. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and Saturdays, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. They can be reached at 603-222-2007 or on the web at queencitycabinetrynh.com. Come see the possibilities. Queen City Cabinetry, another proud sponsor of WMNH.
Clemento's Pizzeria, family friendly, awesome for a date night. Clemento's Pizzeria. For delivery, call 603-782-8450. Clemento's Pizzeria, the best pizza in town. 1875 South Willow Street in Manchester, New Hampshire. Best cocktails around. Come in as friends and leave as family.
This hour on WMNH is sponsored by CGI Business Solutions, located at 5 Dartmouth Drive in Auburn. They serve all your business needs, including employee benefits planning, corporate design and business administration, investments and wealth management, and customized business insurance solutions. Their phone number is 866-841-4600 or on the web at cgibusinesssolutions.com.
WMNH, rip the knob off.
I'm choking on the bio, it's soaking in my
Come on down to the Hop Knot at 1000 Elm Street, Manchester's premier craft beer and gourmet pretzel bar. Tell us more, Trudy.
We make our dough fresh every day. We make a variety of styles of pretzels and serve craft beer, cocktails, and a few bottles of wine. We do the traditional pretzel, and we have multiple flavors for that. We also do stuffed pretzels, pretzel sandwiches, free dessert pretzels, and pretzel knots.
The Hop Knot in the Brady Sullivan Plaza at 1000 Elm Street.
Bring your kitchen to life with Queen City Cabinetry, located at 87 Elm Street in the historic Sunbeam Mall in Manchester. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and Saturdays, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. They can be reached at 603-222-2007 or on the web at queencitycabinetrynh.com. Come see the possibilities. Queen City Cabinetry, another proud sponsor of WMNH.
Clemento's Pizzeria, family friendly, awesome for a date night. Clemento's Pizzeria. For delivery, call 603-782-8450. Clemento's Pizzeria, the best pizza in town. 1875 South Willow Street in Manchester, New Hampshire. Best cocktails around. Come in as friends and leave as family.
This hour on WMNH is sponsored by CGI Business Solutions, located at 5 Dartmouth Drive in Auburn. They serve all your business needs, including employee benefits planning, corporate design and business administration, investments and wealth management, and customized business insurance solutions. Their phone number is 866-841-4600 or on the web at cgibusinesssolutions.com.
WMNH, rip the knob off.
Welcome back, everybody. We are in hour number 2, numero dos of Matt Connerton Unleashed, and we are live from the studios of WMNH 95.3 FM in glorious downtown Manchester, New Hampshire, also on Comcast 97 if you're in Manchester. And hello to all of our online listeners across the nation and around the globe. You can go to my website, mattconnerton.com, for all your live streaming links, contact info, show archives, etc., etc. And we have here with us in studio the gentleman from the band After Image. How are you guys?
Good. How are you doing?
Good. Let's do this. I know you guys are going to play a couple songs for us. I'm really looking forward to hearing you. Yes. And so we'll do that, and then we'll play the other studio track here that you sent us, and then we'll come back and we'll talk. I'm really looking forward to talking to you guys. Jenny and I are both big fans. So what are you going to play for us? You got a couple?
Yeah. So we got 2 for you today. The first one we released about 2 years ago. It's our more accessible rock track. It's called Toe.
Okay. Oh, yeah. That's kind of your most popular one, right?
Yeah.
Excellent. All right. Yeah, very good. Yeah, whenever you guys are ready, just go for it.
All right.
my mouth to let some of the breath out. Shadows creeping up behind. Hope you make it right this time. How I like to crawl inside and fix my face again, just a taste. I see you with her. You're falling down. Oh, how I wish I could show you. I never really know you till now, and you are one toe the line.
Oh my God, you guys sound incredible. Great job. All right. Well, what's the next one you're gonna do?
This next one is it's pretty funny because on the album it's 11 minutes, but we're just gonna do the first half of it, which is about 2. So be nice and concise, short and sweet.
Sure.
It's called The Beggar.
Okay. Awesome.
Speak the word of God if you're feeling so inclined. This well is running dry. You can look down below. I gave you all my time, and yet you'll never know. This writing's on the wall. Yeah, let the curtain fall. Watched it as you said so. Holier than thou. Rob me of a halo. I'm buried in the ground. Of your sons and daughters, for I've seen the sins that are tied to your name, the blood that's been spilled just to die in your vein, to swim holy water and drown just the same. I'll pray for the crimes you've ignored in your name, and I'll pray for the time that I've lost in your game, and I'll pray for the lives that I lost in your wake. This well is running dry. You can look down below. I gave you my last time, and yet you'll never know. This writing's on the wall. Yeah, let the curtain fall. Watched it as you said so.
Wow. Well done, gentlemen. Well done. You guys sound awesome. After Image is here in studio with us if you're just joining us here on Matt Connerton Unleashed. And we are live. And we're going to play another studio track here, Jewel. And we're going to let these guys settle in. And then we're going to chat. And you guys just had the two, right, for acoustic?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, cool. So we're going to do that. Let's give this a listen. This is Jewel. And then we're going to come back and talk with After Image. Don't go away. Whoop. Except, sorry. Let me try that again. Here we go. Welcome back, everybody. Matt Connerton Unleashed. We are live here from the studios of WMNH 95.3 FM in glorious downtown New Hampshire. And we've got the guys from After Image here with us in studio. If you missed it, they did perform a couple of songs acoustic and sounded absolutely incredible. And that was one of their studio tracks that we just played, Jewel. And just fantastic. A world radio premiere, by the way. That has not been heard prior on FM radio. So very happy about that. These guys are amazing. And let's, as is tradition, we will start with you. Since you are at the news desk, which is a very, very prestigious place here in the studio. If you could tell us who you are and what you do in the band, please.
My name is Griffin Rompery, and I am the vocalist for After Image.
All right. And on the couch?
My name is James Hagan. I am the drummer.
You are the drummer. And you, sir?
I'm Brandon Curcio, and I play the guitar for the band.
Brandon?
Yep.
Okay. And you?
I am Casey Derone, and I am the bass player.
Very good. Very good. Have you guys done much acoustic performances? Because that sounded just really, really good. I mean, the studio stuff is great too, but that was remarkable.
It's funny you say that. We kind of do a 50-50 thing with this band. We try our best to push our original material, and we want to play club shows, but we also know that in this modern era, it's not always easy to do that and, make money off of it. So we also sneakily play some cover sets at bars, and we do kind of a little running stint that we do over in Fody's Tavern in Derry, New Hampshire, and we do exclusively cover sets, acoustic there. So,
oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
It's like, 2.5 hours, 3 hours of just straight acoustic covers. And
Oh, wow.
it's honestly a
fun.
blast. I feel
Yeah.
like we kind of like gel. We've learned to connect more by doing those because we hear what we're all doing. So, like,
Yeah.
kind of hone in on each other, which is really cool.
So when you do the covers, is it always acoustic or?
For now, yeah. Since we got James, because he doesn't know our 3.5 hour, 4 hours cover.
Oh, I gotcha.
We used to do 3-hour cover sets, full band. But we went through a little bit of a lineup change this past September. We have our new member James on drums, and we're still learning our big back catalog of music. It's 6 years worth, so we'll get there in time. We're hoping this summer that we'll start playing a couple more cover sets exclusively full band.
Okay. Now, when you do the covers, do you still use the name After Image? Because I know some bands will use a different name when they do covers. It's
we still use After Image. It's we kind of market it a little less than we do our actual club shows because we know we don't want to flood oversaturate our market with too many shows. So
right.
We know there's kind of a built-in crowd with the bar sets, so we kind of keep that on the down low.
Yeah. You guys have been together 6 years?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, going on 7 this year.
Wow. Has the sound changed over that?
Without a doubt.
Has it really? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like how has it changed?
I think early on we were very much just doing classic rock, but we thought we were changing the game. But as time's gone on, we've grown up as people, tastes change, and honestly, I think a big thing too is finding heavier genres that we can attach to that aren't the big four,
Yeah.
Because I mean, not to speak for, Brandon, you can explain it if you want.
That was definitely the biggest thing for me. Like, for the longest time, I was never a huge metalhead at all. I grew up on classic rock, Pink Floyd was it.
Yeah.
And around the time we started the band, I was listening to purely just the Grateful Dead and Fish and real mellow jam bands. And so I wanted to do something similar to that. And as we started writing heavier songs, I started seeking out heavier music that I kind of liked. And I found shoegaze, which I really liked. And then from there, I found stoner rock and doom metal. And from there, now we're, going way into heavy, whereas before it was a lot more reserved. And
Right. How do you? Everyone always hates this question, but how do you guys describe your music for someone who hasn't heard you? If you're talking to someone, you're trying to explain what you sound like.
I like to call it alternative metal, only because, that last song you just heard, that was balls to the wall the whole time. But,
yeah.
But that's not always our sound. We're kind of more of in a similar vein to Tool or Helmet to a degree. And I think that I don't ever want to classify us as full on metal because we do experiment in different genres. We do shoegaze, we do a little bit of jam. So I like to say alternative metal.
Yeah. Now the music that you recorded early on, is that still available online if somebody wants to go and hear what you guys used to sound like? Or
Yeah, it's right on our Bandcamp.
Cool.
I think it's a Bandcamp exclusive
Yeah,
at
it
this
is.
point,
Yeah.
isn't it? Yeah.
Really? Yeah.
They tried to hide it from everything, but
we tried.
We took it off of Spotify. We took it off Apple Music. but-
Really?
Yeah.
It's kind of embarrassing.
I have
Really?
the hard
Yeah?
copy.
Well, it was kind of like us. It was our freshman year of college. We were more of that classic rock, garage rock type sound.
We were mostly a cover band at the time.
Right.
And,
Really? Yeah.
I think we wanted to play this house party that was happening, and they asked us how many originals we had, and we had none.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Oh, never mind." And we were like, "Okay, well, we have to come up with originals." So in a matter of a month, I think
We had that.
we came up with an EP, and it sounds like it was made in a month, which is why we've kind of tried to
Hence
hide
Bandcamp
it.
exclusive.
But to be
Yeah.
fair, that was our first. That was our first time we dipped our toes into gelling together as a band creatively. Before
Right.
it was just playing covers.
Yeah.
So we were like, okay, we have a month to learn how to play with each other. So that's why it reflects in the music. But if you want to listen to it, it's the After Image EP.
One could say we never learned.
Yeah.
It's on Bandcamp. It's got a moose on the cover.
It's got a great album cover. Yeah.
I'm curious. I'm gonna have to go back and listen to that because I haven't heard that yet. Jenny, have you? I know you're off mic, but have you listened to any of that? The early stuff? Maybe. Yeah. You'd probably remember if you did. No, I'm curious. I'm gonna have to go back and check it. Has any of that material stuck with you guys, or changed, or you've just left it behind?
I think it's mostly a thing
I
of the
think it's
past.
mostly gone. I don't think we do anything.
No.
Really? Yeah.
Some of those covers that we did at the time, we kept around for a while, but at this point, a lot of that's kind of the past.
Yeah.
Really? Yeah. We have After Images here with us live in studio. If you have any questions or anything for the band or feedback or input or anything at all, 603-250-6007 is the studio line, 603-250-6007. You can also text me at 617-917-4476. You can email me, matt@mattconnerton.com. And of course, you can interact and opine in the Facebook live chat. You're getting some love in the Facebook live chat, actually. You've got some fans in here. And
thank you.
Everybody.
That's new.
Yeah. New Affirm of the Spark is asking about influences. We kind of touched on that a little bit, but did you guys want to talk a little bit more about, obviously, among the four of you? I'm sure there's quite a lot to draw from, but as far as influences.
Let's all go around. Say where you pull in from it, Griff.
Yeah. So the past couple of years, I've been listening to a lot of Tool, Deftones, System of a Down, a band called Nothing But Thieves, a lot of Jeff Buckley. I just really enjoy all those singers, but also their approach to art too. I appreciate a lot. James.
Well, my dad was a musician around the area in a few different bands when I was a kid, and he was really big into the guitar-driven bands, Van Halen, all that kind of stuff. And I kind of dug into that, a little bit of the grunge, Alice in Chains kind of stuff, and then I kind of fell further into metalcore.
Fell is the right word.
the metalcore, deathcore, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So, I listen to a little bit of everything. I've seen Fish more times than any other band.
Oh, no kidding.
You're welcome.
Yeah, but that's kind of where I started.
Brandon.
So when I first picked up the guitar, it was all classic rock, Pink Floyd, Led Zeppelin, Allman Brothers, Grateful Dead. And it was like that for a while. And then, like I was saying before, I found bands like My Bloody Valentine and Slow Dive. And I really loved the atmospheric aspect of taking a guitar and making it sound like anything but a guitar.
Yeah.
And from there, I found, stoner rock, doom metal, and bands like Sleep, Isis, All Them Witches. And those are a lot of the bands I listen to now.
Okay.
For me, it's kind of all over the place. Growing up, my favorite band was Rush. I love Geddy Lee.
Yep.
Everything that I strive to achieve in my bass tone, I just want to get Geddy Lee's tone. That's
really,
and it's he's been my biggest influence. But one of my other favorite bands is the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones, which very different on the musical spectrum. It's ska punk. But Joe Gittleman, I think, is one of the most underrated bass players of all time. He could do so many great things that some of the greats like Geddy Lee, John Entwistle, all these players could do.
Yeah.
But you never see him on the list because, the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones are kind of one of those one-hit wonder bands, unfortunately. But a group of great, talented musicians.
Yeah.
Even though this is a metal band, I still pull a lot of influence from him, actually. So.
Yeah.
I think that's part of what makes the band so unique is there's so many different elements that blend fairly well. And I can speak kind of from an outside perspective because I was a fan of the band. I've been friends with the guys since they started, but I just recently kind of took over Andy's shoes. But everybody has such a unique perspective, and the way that it all blends is really neat, and it works.
We have a call. I think we've got perhaps a fan on the line. Hi, welcome to Matt Connerton Unleashed. Who's this?
This is Dave.
Hey, Dave. How you doing? Welcome to the show.
Good. How are you doing?
Good.
I have a question for the bass player. I believe his name is Casey.
Yes.
I noticed that he has quite a bit of ink. I was wondering if he could explain the Kermit the Frog tattoo.
Thank you for the question, Dave.
Thank you, Dave. Well, growing up, I was a big fan of the Muppets. I just love Jim Henson's work, and a lot of my tattoos are based off of different tarot cards. So I I found this funny Kermit the Hermit tarot card online. I loved it. So I have that tattooed on my right arm.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, very cool. All right, Dave, anything else?
No, that's it. That's been on my mind for quite some time.
Oh, man.
Number one fan, Dave.
Thank you, Dave.
Oh, very nice.
Thank you.
All right, Dave, thank you for the call. Appreciate it. All right, very nice, very nice. If you'd like to call in with a question, 603-250-6007, 603-250-6007 is the studio line. We have the guys from After Image here with us in studio. So, James, when did you join the band?
I believe it was September.
September
2022. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, wow, not that long ago. Has it been I mean, this isn't, it's not AC/DC. This is fairly complex stuff. Has it been a challenge learning the songs?
It has, yeah. Andy definitely wrote the previous drummer wrote a lot of very unique parts, and I think part of that was because of how different everybody's influences are to fill in the space and drive the songs.
Yeah.
And so for me as a drummer, I have like muscle memory and certain ways that I kind of will just subconsciously go to play a certain part or whatever, and having to manually play every single note until the muscle memory gets there, just because the parts are so different from what I've played. It's definitely been a fun challenge.
So do you approach it in terms of trying to, do you meticulously try to emulate exactly what he did, or do you kind of give yourself a little bit of space to put your own spin on it?
I definitely give myself a little space. I also try to play within my means. I don't want to try and emulate what he's playing and sacrifice the flow of the song.
Sure.
So I'd rather fall short with the specific notes, but still keep the general flow than to, slow the song down or mess with the way that things sound.
Yeah.
And there's certain things that I just can't really play. Like I'm left-handed,
Oh.
but I play a right-handed kit, closed-handed. Like I cross-stick everything normal. So when I play fills and things, they just naturally come out differently than most people because of where my hands are.
Gotcha.
So some of the stuff that he plays as a right-hand lead would just be way too much of a pain for me to try. Yeah.
It'd be impossible.
Yeah.
So.
Interesting. See, I've never even thought of that. Obviously, a guitar, if you're a left-handed guitar player, you have to make certain decisions about how to approach that or bass. That never even occurred to me with drums, that there was a difference. That's interesting.
It's definitely weird.
So there is such a thing as a left-handed drum. Is that what you play as a left-handed kid, or did
No,
you say?
so I play a right-handed.
You play
kit.
right-handed.
So you have,
okay.
your snare, kick drum, hi-hat, and everything else around it.
Yeah.
A left-handed kit would be snare, hi-hat, kick, and then
Okay.
everything goes this way.
Okay.
So you could left hand go that way, but
Yeah.
when you're playing a right-handed kit, you kind of have to.
James is motioning to the left. They can't see you.
Visualize what I'm.
Well, they can see on the.
Normally
on
you
the
play
video
to the
feed.
right. James plays to the left.
my left.
My left.
Is that
Not stage left.
Is that how you learned originally, or did you have to, or did you adapt at some point, or?
I don't remember why, but I just learned on a right-handed kit.
Yeah.
And I just kind of adapted.
Yeah.
And I've never changed. I've tried a left-handed kit a couple times, but it's so foreign that it's not.
Don't even bother.
It's like now you're used to the
Now I'm
right-handed
used to it,
orientation.
right?
Yeah.
So there's pros and cons. There's certain things that I feel I have an advantage at.
Yeah.
And there's other things that I'm definitely at a stark disadvantage playing like that. But
It makes
just
you
what it
you.
is, yeah.
Yeah. Can you guys talk to me about the videos? So you guys have some really cool music videos, and it's and they're impressive. I mean, a lot of artists, especially in the area, they just maybe they have some live performance videos or whatnot. But I mean, you guys really go for it artistically with the videos. It's remarkable.
Thank you. Yeah. Well, I went to school for film production. So it was never going to be one of those things where we were going to put out boring music videos.
Yeah.
I think there's been a big collaboration between me and Griff, actually, because Griff also has a passion for filmmaking. He didn't go to school for it, so I have all the technical ability on how to edit it all together. Griff and I collaborate through ideas and thoughts, and I don't know, we like to, right now, as we are a small budget band, we try to express a lot of motifs through our music as opposed to narrative stories, purely because we don't have the money to make a big production. So, for example, on the Toe video, Griff at that point had grown out his hair and his beard, and he had a striking resemblance to Jesus Christ. And I said, it would be funny, because a lot of our music is kind of critical on religion. And I said it would be funny if we kind of played that up. And so Andy, Brandon, and I dressed up in all black. I wanted us to kind of look like priests. Yeah, well, Griff was Jesus, and we filmed in a garden in New Hampshire, and I wanted to look like the Garden of Eden. And we were just playing with that idea, just little motifs of religion. And there are many ways that you can look into our lyrics for many of our songs, and somebody might look at that and say, oh, is that a song that's critical of religion? Or another person could say, oh, that sounds like a breakup song. There's so many different avenues.
That's what I thought.
Right.
I thought it was a breakup song, yeah.
So we definitely try to
keep it vague.
Keep it vague. And I think our music videos do that. It's like, what the heck is this about? Like, because our new music video for Jewel, the whole thought process behind that was, I want everyone to be as confused as possible. I wanted it to be kind of like a snuff film. I wanted it to be like, this was a VHS tape that you found in the middle of the woods that has been there since 1992. It was lost. It was uncovered. And there's a lot of stuff that you should not be seeing that you're witnessing, almost like, I don't know, The Ring. Like, something's going to happen after you watch this video. You might be cursed. So that was the thought process behind the video, and there's a mysterious man that appears in the video that just really enhances it, and his identity we're going to keep, a secret, because
you don't get to know who he is.
You don't get to, because we don't really even know who he is.
When is that out? That's not out yet, right? The video?
No, it'll be out tonight at midnight.
Tonight at midnight?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
A couple hours away.
Oh. And that's for the song Jewel, the one that we played a little while ago?
Jewel and Full Tilt.
And Full Tilt,
Well, Jewel, it's just the music video for Jewel, yes.
Okay.
Yep.
But when do these songs come out? These songs come out
midnight.
at midnight?
Yep.
They both come out at midnight?
Mm-hmm.
Very cool, very cool. Where should people go to get them?
Anywhere.
They'll be available.
Please, anywhere. No, probably Spotify is our main hub.
Yeah.
It's all the major streaming.
Okay.
Deezer especially.
Deezer.
Oh, we love Deezer.
They love us.
Yeah, they love us. We've been promoting them hard since day one. We're banking on that corporate sponsorship someday with Deezer. So if you're listening, any executives out there with Deezer, please.
If you can do Jason Derulo, you can do us.
Where will the video for Jewel, will that be on your YouTube channel?
That'll be on YouTube, and we'll post about it on our social media accounts.
Cool. And what about the video with you guys dancing? That's the first one that Jenny showed me. She was like, "You got to see this."
Griff, why don't you talked about this a little last week, but I just explained Toe. We wanted it to be very pretty. It was filmed in a garden.
Yeah.
Why did we film that video, Griff?
So the whole reason why I wanted to make that video, as jarring as it is, was like a reaction to Toe, because Toe is very pretty. And Rot, the song for the video, I wanted to be very ugly.
Yeah.
I kind of wanted to make fun of TikTok, and like, that's why he's dancing in his underwear.
I just see that didn't occur to me.
It's
I don't think
kind
I
of
even
making.
knew that.
Yeah, it's.
I was selling my body for this band,
There you go.
It's just kind of poking fun at how ridiculous things can be sometimes.
Yeah.
But what happens if the guy in his underwear is dancing instead of a hot girl? It's kind of it's not very deep. It's just more or less like, what if I was bald and beardless, and what if TikTok was the opposite?
What if you didn't look like Jesus?
Yeah.
Right. Well, let's play something. We'll take a quick break and play one of these other tracks. You know what I'd like to play, if you guys, actually, why don't we play Rot, since we were just talking about it?
Sounds good.
Yeah. Let's do that. So we're gonna give this a listen. So this is the song Rot by After Image, and I do recommend checking out the video. It's pretty cool, and as evidenced by the conversation we were just having about it. Check this out, and then we'll be right back. We've got After Image here with us live in studio on Matt Connerton Unleashed. Don't go away, but check this out. that is so good. That is Rot, and the band is After Image, and After Image is here with us in studio. That sounds great, guys. And by the way, where does the name After Image come from?
Casey.
So I mentioned earlier that one of my favorite bands is Rush. They have a song called After Image off of 1984's Grace Under Pressure album. I always thought it was a cool potential for a band name. I've thought that since high school.
Yeah.
And it was one of those things where when we formed the band, we were like, band name. I was like, how about After Image? And everyone was like, okay. It was like that simple. There was no debate.
Yeah.
We didn't have any like.
It was the first name, and we were like, yeah, that sounds cool.
Yeah.
So,
No, it's a good name. Do you guys play out a lot? Do you play a lot of shows where you get to do the original material?
Yeah, more now than before.
Yeah.
With James joining, it feels like there's been a fire lit under us, and
Yeah.
we've been able to say yes to people that have asked, and you know how that goes. You get a reputation for saying yes. More people are going to ask you to come out. So
That is true.
we did a weekender last weekend, and then we played back-to-back weekends before that, and I don't know if that's 100%, but we've been playing a lot more.
Yeah, we've played just in the past month. We've played Rhode Island, I think 3 times.
3 times.
We played actually in Manchester on Sunday at the Jewel nightclub.
Oh, cool.
But we've played every single state in New England.
Yep.
At this
Yeah.
point, we have played every single state in New England, and then we've gone out to Pennsylvania.
Yes.
So
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Are there any bands in the area that you play with on a kind of a consistent basis? You know, sometimes, I just know from my own experience, sometimes bands sort of team up. It happens by accident, really. Sometimes bands sort of team up with other bands to do a lot of shows. Is there anybody you guys play with a lot?
Yeah, Sauce on the Side. I think we play with them a lot. We don't sound anything like them, but
Really, yeah?
we get along really well.
Yeah.
So I think it's just we have the same philosophy towards our music, and it's just kind of we are just kind of attracted to each other through that.
Yeah. I'll have to check them out.
Small little collective of musicians that kind of have spawned out of Sauce on the Side. It's funny, the way we met them is we would play bars in Manchester. This was a few years ago doing our cover sets.
Yeah.
And they kind of just stumbled upon us. They were high schoolers at the time. They were living in Goffstown, Nashua area.
Yeah.
And they would come to every one of our shows, even if it was 21 plus. They'd still come, and we'd be like, "You can't come in. I'm sorry." And they'd still be there. We'd give them a
They'd
shirt.
buy merch. If they couldn't come to the show, they'd buy merch and leave.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
But there's a couple bands that have kind of spawned outside of them. There's Set the Bar Low, which is a hardcore metal band that is just killing it right now. They're playing all over the place. They played with us actually on Sunday at the Jewel, but they're playing all these underground hardcore basement shows. They're playing like real venue shows, and half of them are in Sauce on the Side. It's great. They're it's just a big, group of young musicians who are in the area, and we're all friends, and it's great. And we don't sound anything like each other, but we enjoy playing with each other.
We all like each other.
Yeah.
We played with a lot of bands and through the years, but I think that whole collective of like 4 or 5 bands, I think we've latched onto the most.
Yeah.
It's like a big family.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, for people in the Facebook live chat, Jenny shared the link to Sauce on the Side, their Facebook page, and we'll definitely check them out. What is your stage show like? Do you guys introduce any kind of theatrics into it? Or
Yeah,
with that?
yeah.
Really?
Yeah, for sure. Like last time we played Rhode Island, we brought or two times ago we brought a big stuffed animal called Mr. Prumplebum.
Giant.
You know those big
giant stuffed animals.
You know the giant Valentine's Day bears.
Yeah.
Tall.
Well, we thought he'd want to incorporate into our little live set, so we brought him out.
Did a little crowd surfing.
Yeah.
What's he called?
Mr. Prumplebum.
Prumplebum?
Yeah.
All right.
We try to have fun with it. We try not to take it too seriously. So it's
Yeah.
it's never been one. We don't have the attention span to do like one consistent thing or like stick to like one theme. It's just so random. It's just whatever we think of. I think the spontaneity of it just makes it more fun for us. Because really, at the end of the day, that's what's going to keep you doing it.
Right.
Is if you have fun with it. You can take it as seriously as you want. You can have the passion, but if you're not having fun and doing everything you can to have fun doing it, it's just going to become a job.
Exactly.
So if you can do that one Mr. Prumplebum to make it better, why not?
Yeah, yeah, agreed.
Lately, I've been shaking my butt into the crowd, and I'm yelling at the crowd, just pointing at certain people and yelling at them.
Yeah.
There was a show in Rhode Island, and everyone was moving and grooving. They were dancing. It was awesome. And there was this one table that was sitting there, and they were kind of like
frumpy, like
grumpy
sad.
looking, and so I just started looking at them in the middle of the set, and I was staring at them for an entire song. Did I want to make them uncomfortable? Absolutely. And then I started yelling at them. I said, "Get up, get up, get up, get up, get up!" And I said,
no.
And they kept looking at me like, "No, no, no!" And I said, "Yes, please."
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Well, you gotta have fun with it.
Did they ultimately get up?
No.
Oh well.
I'll do it again.
Yeah.
Can't get them all. Can't win them all.
Can't win them all. No.
They can't all be zingers.
That's awesome. By the way, my dad is in the Facebook live chat, and he says, "Great band."
Hi, Dad.
Yep, absolutely.
Thank you for the compliment.
And New Affirm of the Spark, one of our friends from Greensboro, North Carolina. They use a lot of hashtags there. And New Affirm says, hashtag After Image. What's your favorite Evanescence song?
Ooh.
Bring Me to Life. Come on.
There you go.
I feel like this is a good question for you, James.
Griff, that's the only song you know. Don't lie. Don't lie.
No, there's another one where she's.
Oh, there's another one.
My
Going
girlfriend
Under.
listens to him.
They have a few.
No.
My Heart is Broken.
Broken.
Immortal.
Broken.
Oh.
That counts. Broken. Seether.
That counts.
Amy Lee Seether.
That's a good song.
Cause I'm broken. Yeah, that counts.
That does count. That does count. Absolutely.
What does North Carolina think?
Oh, we have a lot of people in North Carolina who join us in the chat room. And yes, now New Affirm of the Spark says, hashtag Matt, Evanescence songs like Bring Me Back to Life and My Last Breath. I think it's Bring Me to Life, not Bring Me Back to Life.
Yeah,
But
it's Bring Me to Life.
What do they know in Greensboro? Also, our friend J-Fed is in the chat, and he asks us of all of our musical guests, do you play birthday parties? He's planning a birthday party for his wife in September.
Oh, September. That's when my birthday is. Let's make it a joint birthday party. Let's go.
There you go.
Absolutely.
But he'll probably invite you into the ice bath. So I don't know how you guys feel about partaking in an ice bath. Personally, I'm terrified of the idea, but he
That sounds a little scary.
No, I'm down with the ice bath.
As long as I don't have to get naked, I'll do anything.
Yeah, I mean, my concern would be hypothermia, but he swears by it. He loves the ice bath.
Oh, that's cool.
No, I've done that.
They're
a
good
little
for
bit.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he says. Yep.
You gotta
I'll dip my
really
toes
commit.
in.
Yeah.
You
No,
can't.
no,
You gotta
just the
commit
toes.
to it.
We'll see. We'll see. Call us in September.
Oh, New Affirm of the Spark says also My Immortal hashtag Matt. I forgot about that Evanescence song. Wow,
That's a good one.
I said that.
they still around?
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I think they're more of a hits act at this point. But
Yeah, no doubt. Melanie says no bathing suits allowed. House rules for the ice bath.
So I got to go fully
We'll
clothed?
see you in September.
Well,
all my clothes.
We'll
Wow.
definitely see you.
That's going to be a cold shower.
I was going to say it will be September. It's not like it's in the middle of July where it's nice and hot. So, well, we are we are almost out of time, guys. This has been wonderful. Thank you so much for coming in and talking with
thank
us
you for having us.
Thanks for
and for
having us
playing
on.
live. I really enjoyed the set. That was great. Before we run out of time, I want to make sure everybody knows where to find you online, social media, all of that. What people need to know to keep up with you on everything you're doing. And of course, at midnight tonight, the 2 new songs come out and the video for Jewel.
Yes. Yeah.
So we should remind everybody about all of that.
Please. Yes. Thank you. You can find us pretty much if you look up Afterimage NH, that'll bring you to everywhere. It's www.afterimageh.com. I think we're on Facebook as Afterimage NH, Twitter Afterimage NH, YouTube Afterimage NH. But there's one outlier.
What?
Thanks to Griff.
What?
Instagram is
it's
afterimage.band. Afterimage.band. So
Because we're
sorry.
a band.
Right.
Griff says it helps with the algorithm.
It does.
It's all about the algorithm.
You got to beat it.
That's right.
Gotta beat that out.
Can't beat them, join them.
Man
Right?
versus machine.
That algorithm.
And do you have when's your next show coming up?
I think it's right now.
June.
I think it's in
Right now.
June. That'll change.
We've been getting asked a lot more lately. So.
But it's June in Nashua, New Hampshire. We're playing the Garden, and that'll be a club set. We'll play all original material that night.
June 3rd with Intake, right?
Yes, June
It
3rd
takes a
with the
band
Intake.
from Providence. That we
Very
played with.
cool bands. Yeah.
Oh, very nice. Very nice. Good.
Yeah.
Well, guys, this has been great. Thank you again so much, and we appreciate this. We'll have you back in the near future, and we'll close out with one of my favorite tracks by you guys is "Thinning." I love this song So I think we'll play this to close out the show. And of course, if you miss any part of today's show, it will be up in just a little bit at WMNHradio.org and at my website, mattconnerton.com. Also, I want to remind you, because it is Friday, coming up next, immediately after this show, is Granite State of Mind, hosted by the great Rob Azevedo and Paulie Stone. And then I will be back tonight at 8 p.m. for Retro Spectrum Radio with Paulie C. I have the honor and privilege of being one of Paul's co-hosts on that show, along with DJ Steve, and that's a lot of fun. So that will be tonight from 8 to 11 p.m. And so always lots going on here on Friday. And don't forget, the Hop Knot is open too. They do their live music now on Saturdays, but you can head into there, of course, for a pretzel and a beer or whatever your heart desires that they serve. And they are now open till midnight. We should remind people of that too. They did expand their evening hours. And on that note, we will leave you with this After Image. This track is called Thinning. Guys, thank you again so much.
Well, thank you.
Thank you so much. We love you.
Oh,
This
wonderful.
was awesome.
Absolutely great. And we'll talk to y'all a little bit later. Bye, everybody.